And yes, we are brought back to the fairy tale anime because of one reason. I've got to give it to my Juvia, yes. Like, I haven't reviewed like the anime in a long while, mainly because the filler arc was that bad, people. Like, don't get me wrong, I heard that it improved later on near the ending of it and all that. Like, it was like pretty good. It had like some like cool ending and all that. But honestly, after that, I honestly wanted to take a break from it, and it was like, I really think that, like, out of all the mainstream stuff I reviewed, that was probably one of the worst filler arcs that I've ever reviewed like that. I've reviewed worse of things in, like, you know, like in Naruto, in Bleach, like, hell, like any other series as well, but that was pretty bad. But let's just get this straight on and all that. Juvia in this episode, and people know I'm a huge fan of her, like that. My friends can back me up, you know, she's my wife for life. Like, this episode, I couldn't help but feel like every part of this is like, I felt so bad for her, like, just this unconventional love, like, because Gray does not want to, like, do anything with her, and she's a piece of, she has an entire bathroom, right, of Gray, like, dedicated thing. She has a Gray scrubber like, down at her body and stuff like that, and I'm like, I wish I was that scrubber right now, and it's Gray, are you gay or something like that? It's like, this woman just shows unconventional love for you, and she's even happy, like, she feels like every day is a bliss with you there, like, this is like the 413th day, this is like the whole gist of it, saying like, oh, it's the 413th day, and actually Urza was the one, she respected this, and she's saying, you know what, you should do something special for her, and all, like, you know, get a present or something like that. So, you know, I thought that was actually kind of cool and all that. They actually did something like that. It's like, you know, get a little present. I believe this was a manga chapter for like one of these little special chapters that he did. So technically it's canon, so in a way, but it's like, in this one we saw, you know, Juvia, she was trying like a whole bunch of things, asking people around, saying, you know, oh, maybe I should make a cake and all that. Seeing as she's using magic to make the cake and it tastes like absolute dog shit and all that. But it's the thought of man, I was like, oh my god, that apron was him too. Oh. Yeah, honestly, that was like, oh my fucking god. Like, she's trying to make me, like, a dream come true. She's trying to make a happy man near, like, Valentine's Day. That's all I'm saying, like that. And in the end of the day, she came up with a solution to make a scarf for him. And great, this motherfucking piece of shit. Not only has he been, like, disappearing, like, all day, and he's like, oh, I don't want to do anything, but it was actually because of Leon that she eventually got the news saying, like, because Gray just straight up rejected the gift and all that, and I'm like, this motherfucker. Either for your reasons and all that, which are kind of a little bit understandable, but it's like, regardless of what, you don't treat a woman like that, you know, even still, you say, you don't have to wear it, you just accept it, you just get on with your day. But him being a piece of shit like that, it's like, oh, I don't want anything. I'm a cold wizard. I don't need to deal with it. And that actually, it was an anniversary as well for Gray as well. That it was actually his teacher, that actually died this anniversary, and it was kind of like sad just to even hear that. So they, like, you know, because regardless of what, like, he does have like kind of a really good backstory, and it is a really tragic one. But it's like, regardless of what, like, Julia's been there for you, you know, all the time. And she cares for you very deeply, and you kind of treated her like shit, and I kind of like Gray kind of stepped up and all that. He did actually wear it and all that, and even Urza was comforting her, which I gotta say, I really did like Urza. She was acting like a big sister, kind of like to Juvia, because, you know, they're both in love and all that. They both have people they care for, and Urza can kind of see from her point of view and all that. It's like, you know, it's kind of like unrequited love, although with Urza's case, it's more like she can't be in love because of, like, what pretty much with Joel is and all that, with Crime Sorcerer and just everything going around. So I'm kind of sad to hear that and all that, like, see, like, you know, these two girls that are, like, you know, desperately, like, in their own ways trying to get love and all that. Not to mention as well, like, because kind of at the end of the episode, it was just kind of funny how she just had the body pillow and just like, oh, here you go, great, this is the 414th day, and it's like, she ended up apologizing and stuff like that, and it did show, you know, Gray, you know, for future events in the series and all that, shows like, you know, he's starting to realize, holy shit, this girl really cares for me, and I'm starting to, like, whether or not it's true love feelings, or maybe later on, I guess you guys would have to find out, seeing more of the series or reading the manga, what happens to these two, but it's like, yeah, like, it's kind of showing more events, I guess, up to come throughout the series and all that, but other than that, it was nothing really added to the episode, honestly. It made me laugh and all that, like, and we all know and all that, like, Fairy Tail's not, like, the biggest series on fucking, like, with, like, deep stories and stuff like that, and it has some of the stupidest stuff, and it calls out bullshit every now and then, but the thing that this episode did, and it just kind of made me realize back with Fairy Tail as well, regardless if it does stupid shit in the anime, regardless if it does, like, you know, stupid shit or mistakes in the manga, this episode made me smile. That's one thing that, as a reviewer and just stuff like that, like, even just as a casual watcher, that's one thing I kind of miss and all that, and I don't know, it's just like this episode brought that back to me, like, I was having fun, like that, I was enjoying myself, like, I didn't care what else was going on and all that, I was having fun, just watching Juvia, having, like, these antics this week, and I was just laughing my ass off, and honestly, if it's just like a review-wise, like, it's, I don't know, like a 5 or something like that. It was an average episode. As entertainment, it was really funny and all that. So, but as story-wise, you know, it could have not been there and all that, honestly, but I honestly found it fun. So, probably for this week, I'm not really going to give it a score. I mean, if you want an official one, like, I don't know, fucking 5 or something like that, but honestly, I can't really judge it and all that, because, you know, one, I'm a little bit biased with Juvia, so that's one thing that doesn't help with it, but it's like, regardless of what, it just made me smile, and it just made me happy, and it just kind of brought to realization again why I love this series, really, and it's because of how bright and colourful and just how much I enjoy the characters, honestly. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this episode and all that. What do you think about Gray? Do you think he was a piece of shit? Do you think Juvia should hook up with him, or do you think she should cross dimensions somehow and come over here to Panda's lab right now? But honestly, thank you very much for watching as always, and remember, I'll see you guys next time.